How's it going, everybody? So today I would like to show you some cool footage which I have filmed during the last couple of months, which for one reason or the other hasn't made it into a video which I had posted online. So as usual, if you like the footage, if you like underwater adventures with small animals from the Philippines, please, leave a comment, maybe share the videos on your social media. Thank you. So this is a decorator urchin. It's a sea urchin which actually actively picks up pieces of seaweed and it sticks it to its upper body surface. Now, why does this urchin do it? Camouflage. It's in this relatively open seagrass meadow, and then it's much harder to see. They are about fist size, but they're very difficult to spot in this camouflage outfit. And so it's actually quite a clever strategy for an animal which essentially doesn't have a brain. What they have? They have this diffuse nerve net. Generally, I really enjoy sea urchins. This is what's called a fire urchin. This is a very venomous animal. At one point, inadvertently, when taking a picture of something else, I got poked with a single spine in the elbow, and it was essentially like an electric shock. So very powerful venom. These are beautiful, but it's really a good idea to be careful when diving next to them. And they're in the same seagrass meadow. You can see how strong the surge is, so they're getting kicked back and forth. Quite powerful how they stay in place. Now, what do we have here? We have another one of these beautiful tiny shrimp, and it's actually dancing on an anemone. So this is really, to me, the theme in these tropical coastal waters, that you have so many interactions between animals. So you have this anemone, and on top of the anemone is a shrimp, and there might be another species of crustacean. You would have other anemones with anemone fish. So, there is a very dense network of interactions between animals, which you get to see when you dive. Okay, now this is another such example. So this is a snail, which is called a Casus cornuta, or helmet snail. And you can see it actually moving in its proper speed. So this is a young animal. It's probably a little bit bigger than a fist. And on top of that Casus, there are hydroids growing. So again, that animal in itself is a little reef. And the Casus is a predator of echinoderms, actually. So what they will do, they will get on top of a sea urchin and crush it with their weight, and then they will insert their proboscis, the radula, and punch a little hole in the shell of the sea urchin and suck it out. So interesting animals. There is the notion that they would also eat crown of thorn starfish, the coral feeders, but this is probably not true. Now, I also have a little bit of fish footage. These are hard to pass up. This is a lionfish, and these are native to the Indo-Pacific. They are invasive in the Caribbean, so you might have seen these there. Now, next we have a marine reptile. So this is a yellow-lipped sea crate, or banded sea snake, and they are actually fairly common in around Negos Island, where I live and dive, and always interesting to see. So these are hunting for eels and small benthic fish. So while they're fairly venomous, and it's actually a rumor, which is not true, that they're not capable of biting humans, but that they're just not very aggressive. So they are, they know of their venom, and so they are They're not afraid of humans. You can follow them around. Very elegant, their swimming style. To me, it's approaching a field of garden eels. Now, this is some very interesting footage, what you will see in a second. So here, there was a small amount of waves going on that day. Nothing too dramatic, but it would make the area in the shallows pretty rough. And underwater it looked like this. Now, if you look in the center here, this is a juvenile spadefish. So I'm coming a little bit closer. Now you can see that big object in the center. That is actually a fish. It's a fish which is camouflaged as a piece of seaweed, as a piece of detached plant material, and it was amazing to find this. What a camouflage again, and it's also sticking to the right area. Finally, this is interesting. This is my friend Ian, and you see the bubbles coming from his scuba kit? No, you don't, because they are none. So he's diving a rebreather. So he's essentially breathing the air he breathes out in again, and this air after every breath is regenerated. So interesting stuff, and I'll see you again soon.